Hey guys, Mandy from Cheaha again. And today, on this beautiful, lovely day, we're going to talk about something we haven't mentioned yet. So we've done some hikes and we've talked about backyard animals. Today, we're going to talk about nature journaling and a different kind of way to connect with nature. So a quote that I have that I love, get your wheels starting to move and think about connecting with nature, is this guy. So extraordinary is nature with her choicest treasures, spending plants' beauty as she spreads on sunshine, pouring it forth into the land and the sea, garden and desert, and so the beauty of lilies falls on angels and men, bears and squirrels, wolves and sheep, birds and bees. Her beauty is wisely spent on all creatures, large and small. That's John Muir. Too often, we spend time just figuring out what a species is. What plants does an animal like to eat? What soil does a plant need to live in? But we forget to understand the true beauty and the true value of it. Now, another thing that got me to thinking, I love words. And words are one of our most inexhaustible sources of being able to express ourselves and understand our world. So something called etymology helps you to understand what words are. And this word is a source. So the difference between a resource and a source. So you think about water source, and water is essential for all life. If we have no water, we have no life. But a resource we think as tools for life. So whether it's food, shelter, water. So what's the difference? And if we look at etymology, it lets us know. So the word source is French, and it means a rising, a beginning, or a fountainhead. And another version of the origin of this word is to keep straight or to guide you. I don't know about you, but nature's a pretty awesome guide. Now the word resource is also French, and it means, by definition, to supply a want or a deficiency. Now, the French word is resource, resource, and it means a source, a spring, or my favorite, to rise and to rally. So you think, does nature take care of you? Does nature help you rise and rally? So, good food for thought for that, and being able to connect to it is a wonderful activity that you can do with the kids, inside or outside. And all you need is pen, paper, and some ears. So with nature journaling, you collect all of your thoughts and you put it here. And it could just be wonderful activities. It could be thoughts. It could be moments. So I'll give you a couple of prompts to go ahead and get your nature journal started. And nowadays, we need to get outside and soak up the sunshine and see the beauty of life and really embrace that moment. So the first thing I want y'all to do is draw a big circle around you and put north, south, east, and west, just like this. Now we're out here on Bald Rock, so north is this direction. But if you don't know what north, south, east, and west are, you can use, there's apps on your phone, or pull out a compass, and that'll help orient you. Now the next thing I want you to do is just close your eyes and listen for a few minutes. And you're going to listen. And wherever you hear a sound, you're going to mark it and you're going to write. So right now, back this way, kind of southeast, we've got some birds. So I'm going to write birds. And then back over here to the north, we've got just a little bit of wind that's rustling. So back here on the north, I'm going to write wind. And back up behind us on the boardwalk, we've got the pitter-pat of feet. So I'm going to write people back here southwest. And you can listen for as long as you like. But this is a great opportunity to use your other senses and really relearn about nature. What do you hear? What's your favorite sound and why? And maybe after that sound map, in this top corner right where you were, and write your favorite sound and why. Ooh, one of my favorite birds just sang, and that was the Carolina wren. Germany, Germany, Germany. You might be able to hear it calling. Now for me, my favorite sound that we have heard so far today is going to be this rustling of wind. Wind is so beautiful. So wind is so strong to be able to lift a 100-year oak and flatten it to the ground. But it's also so gentle to take away the heat of a long day. Wind rustles and lifts the birds up into the air, but it also takes dead leaves and lifts and plays and dances with them, tosses them carelessly back into the trees that they may gently drift and float back down to the ground. When I hear wind like this rustling, that's the sound of home for me. So I want you to close your eyes and listen and do this sound map at home and see if you can find what your favorite sound is. Now the second thing that I want you to do is go out and find a leaf. We've got a lot of trees that are budding out right now, so it could be a green leaf, and it could also be a dead brown leaf, either or. And the other part that I love about nature journaling is learning to draw. And you don't have to be a very good artist to be able to do this. You can be brand new to it and never draw in your life, and it's okay. So you lay the picture of the leaf on one side, and then without picking up your pen, you're going to draw the entire leaf on this side. Right. So you just keep on going. You can see mine doesn't look quite as perfect as it should, but that's okay. And a little bit of details go a long way. So when you do this, you also really get to know the plant. And for a long time, to be able to describe details of a species, they would make illustrations just like this. And so you'll realize as you get a little closer and you watch a little bit more, that these veins come out of the middle and they go out to each little notch of this leaf. And so this leaf is a favorite of mine. This leaf is chestnut oak. And I love chestnut oaks because they wind up being food for so many hungry animals who really need it. So this big guy has been around for hundreds of years and has been able to inspire and grant shade and help so many folks for so many reasons. Now if you look a little bit closer, you're going to notice that it's got some holes. So you can add in more and more detail. But before you know it, you're going to wind up having some really cool art. So this is a great way to get kids to go out in nature. Now as we were talking about, this oak has been a great plant for so many others. Here's another favorite quote of mine. I love quotes. And it said, "Nothing in nature lives for itself. Rivers don't drink their own water. Trees don't eat their own fruit. Sun doesn't give off heat for itself. Flowers don't smell fragrantly for themselves. Living for others is a rule of nature, and therein lies the secret of life." And that was Amit Gupta. And you know, there's something to be said for that. In nature, bad things happen all the time, whether it's earthquakes or fire, drought, rain. But you know, the beautiful thing about nature is it always finds a way to heal and carry on. We had an ice storm that upripped an awful lot of our trees. But guys, the next season, we had one of the best years of wildflowers we have ever had in this park. We had a fire that recently came through. But we've got acorns budding out all over that hillside. And now we have new oaks that are growing and flourishing. And so one of the things why I love nature most is being in nature really heals you so much. And it's a time for rebirth. And I've got one more bit that I'm going to leave you with. And that's going to be the word recreation. So the word recreation means going out and doing exactly what we are, having fun in nature. And it's another French word. So it has a Latin origin, which means recovery from illness. I'm going to read that again. So the Latin origin of the word recreation means to recover from an illness. How perfect is that in this day and age? That coming out and spending your time in nature, in your backyard, in a city park, in a state park, is going to help heal stress. It's going to help heal strife. And it even helps to heal the COVID. Now the next thing is the French. And the French origin is Recreare. And that's requérir. And it means to refresh, to restore, to make new, to revive, and my favorite one, to recreate. So guys, I challenge you, go outside, whether it's taking a piece of paper or if you have a true nature journal. Breathe in this fresh, wonderful, sunny air and find your own way to make some beautiful nature observations and make some new connections today. Y'all enjoy, and we hope to see you in the park soon. Thanks, and have a great day.